It is the Trax FM Breakfast Show. Look who's here, it's Blue!
Yay!
Blue or a little bit sleepy. I
was fast asleep in the car, mate.
Only seconds ago, he was in the land of Nod. Why so tired? We just a busy week touring so far?
We've been on like a big promotion up and down the country, radio with the lovely Kasha, just going around to different stations. We've been up and down. We were down in South near Brighton, Southampton, Birmingham, Manchester, all over the place. But we saved the best for last.
Oh, is that us?
Johnny.
That is
it. Johnny.
Cheers, nice one. I was just saying, I've met you all individually, but not Duncan.
Right.
This is the first time thing. Hey?
They just pounded people, they just pounded.
Simon I met at an old radio station when you were solo. Anthony when he was Jack in the Beanstalk. Hey, glory days in Ipswich.
Oh no, I wasn't.
And Lee when he was solo as well. So what's it like being like back together doing the same? It's the same thing again, is it not? But a bit later on.
A bit different, a little bit different. Like different music, new album colours.
Yeah. Hey, that's like 2 minutes in. What a pro. We're done, lads. Let's go, boss man.
Well trained.
It is different, isn't it? Though?
Yeah,
it's a little bit different.
It's completely different. We're all older now. We're not any more mature, but we are older. And it's just been a fantastic journey to be able to be doing your 5th studio album.
Wow, the 5th one.
Yeah.
I find it a bit annoying how you all look as good, if not better, than when I met you before. I feel like I've aged a lot. Yeah, Lee, you're looking alright, man. You're looking alright still. Yeah, you're looking alright.
I look sleepy.
No. Yeah, but I'm sure on a good day you look fine.
I was just looking through this Best of Blue album and I was thinking I've picked up a few more lines. You know what I mean? Definitely.
Are you all having to work a little bit harder now? You've got kids and stuff to work out and to stay in shape. And how does it work? Is the routine a bit different now for you all?
We've got a lot of time to ourselves as well.
Have you?
Yeah, because as you said, we're all dads and spending family time and all that. But it's nice to come back and do what we love doing. Do you know what I mean? And it is trying to juggle everything, isn't it? It's crazy.
Yeah, I never really thought about it in that way before. Yeah. But you know what? The industry's changed, so it's not as you're not going to be as busy. There's not as many TV shows or radio stations that you're going to go and visit anymore. It's calmed down a lot because of social media and stuff. You don't really need to travel as much, which is a bit of a shame, really, because
that's the fun bit, I guess.
Well, yeah, a lot of the groups that are out today, I don't think they really understand the amount of hard work that really went into going around the country when we first started, and I think that's something that they deserve to have known.
What is the one bit that you, as a band now, you dread doing? It's like, do you have meetings where you go, I've got to go and do this? Is it a video or a session or whatever, or a TV show?
I think
it's all changed, man.
There's not one thing that I don't dread. I think even to the point of when we're sitting down going through, like back in the day when we used to have to sit there with our old lawyer. I swear our management did it on purpose, but he had a monotone voice and he stayed at every single level, and he used to talk like this and it used to be like this and in the end you just fall asleep. But I think he did it so we didn't really.
So you would fall asleep.
So we wouldn't have any attention. There was some method to the madness.
Just give us the contracts assigned.
Yeah.
I need to know, why were you meeting with the lawyer? What happened there?
We're just about like contracts and stuff that we used to do.
Talking about deals and actually probably in hindsight it would have been good if we probably paid more attention. But
because that swine screwed you right over.
Yeah, that's it.
But I think back then,
here's what he did. Yeah.
Back then, it's as Lee was saying, we were kind of like blinded with stuff. It's like, right, we've got to talk about this, but we're going to get you all new cars each. And we're like, oh yay! And off you go. And you forget about actually, and it's like, oh, can you just sign there?
Small print.
You just sign there. So,
You'll do.
Well, the thing is, if you lose a page,
you're thinking Range Rover.
I'm thinking you're doing
Lowered.
my nut. You're really boring. Your voice is getting on my nerves. That's why.
So how is that deal different now? I guess do you have when they
got a different lawyer?
Okay, a better lawyer with a less monotone voice. Are you now in more of a say of what you do, what you sign for, and
but I think that's the difference. We take a lot more notice of our careers and what we do, and down to every aspect of what we do. Like first off with the music, but especially with this album, we really took the bull by the horns, if as it were, and this was completely our album. It wasn't like a record label who said, right, we want you to do this, we want you to do that. And
it was all you.
Yeah, it was all us. Yeah. So I feel quite proud of that.
Yeah. And over the years, have you kind of like, do you have your own departments you work in? So one guy's good with the writing, one guy's good with the tune, one guy deals with the lawyer. So you kind of work together, no?
No, I think we're all great in all the.
We just work well together, I think, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you've seen the show.
Lugo Mad Nobby.
But I think that was a massive testament as well, because we wasn't doing anything to do with music. It was more about us doing a business together, away from what we're normally known for, and just to actually be out there for 2 weeks and actually get on in business was great.
Whose idea was that show? Because I've seen it a little
It
bit.
was ITV2, so
Okay.
the guys
They
that
came
did
to
the
you.
big reunion, Phil and Michael, the producers, from the big reunion, they really liked how we come across on TV and the cameras and stuff, and they were like, look, we've got this idea about you boys going to run a bar, and we were like, yeah, that sounds a great idea, but little did we know it was a 2-week prank, and yeah, we got punked, so to speak.
See, I spoke to Simon on the radio about this. One of you must have known.
None
One of you
of us.
must have thought, hang on, this is a bit sus.
No, we thought a lot of things were a bit fishy, but
Yeah.
we didn't know ITV was behind it.
Yeah.
We just thought that because it was on Twitter that we was out in IB, for that journalists would have come over and then try to catch us, doing stuff we shouldn't be doing, or just trying to set us up in a certain different way. So that's where we thought it might go wrong for us, but we never actually thought that the whole 12 days out there was a prank.
Because it was a huge prank, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Quite,
it's
quite an
like
expensive prank as well.
Prankality TV.
Yeah, prankality TV.
Prankality.
I like that.
New genre.
It is.
New something for the dictionary.
That you started, prankality TV. So at the point of you finding out it was a prank, were you a little bit jarred about this, or damn, have we been?
Relieved.
Were you quite? Oh, thank
Yeah.
God, it's not
Relieved,
true.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really, because we got arrested by the police, and I was just so grateful to find out that
It
they
wasn't
were
genuine.
real police, because I had a big old panic attack, and
You did have a big
Yeah.
panic attack.
They were real police, but some of them weren't.
yeah, some of them were actors.
So
So they really went to town on
they
this to wind you up,
They
didn't
really
they?
went in.
Yeah, because the head policeman was an actor that we found out, but he came in about 2-3 days before, and then for us it was, oh my God, the police are here.
Yeah.
And then when he came in with all these boys, it was like, wow. Because I think if they would have come in that day, it would have been a bit
Yeah.
weird, but because he set it up.
They set it
It was
up a few
really,
days
really
before
clever.
by
Oh,
coming
word.
in, and it was
Okay.
like, oh, he's back again.
Yeah.
This time he's brought his mates, and he's really angry with us.
Yeah.
And it was just really clever, like how ITV did it all. I mean, literally every single person on that set was in on it, apart from me and the boys.
Yeah.
Like everybody knew,
Even our management.
everybody. So it was just.
That must have annoyed you a little bit.
It was the Truman Show, but with
Yeah,
Blue, the Blumen Show, and literally we had no clue until the end. But when we saw what's Laura Whitmore's face, it was kind of relief, as I said, just that actually weren't going to be arrested, because we thought we were going to be banged up in a Spanish police cell.
Which is no way to end a career.
No.
Hell no. That's what we were thinking. It was like, no, it's over now, just as we get started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You
always
bring
us,
us
man,
back.
it's always
We've been
us.
off the lawyer. Now this.
Ah.
I couldn't believe, in the nicest possible way, I couldn't believe that you are still together. Because so many bands who started at the same time as you guys, who had the success you guys had in the 90s, whatever, have gone their separate ways for whatever reason.
They don't even have the same members in the band.
Exactly.
They're still called like
Or they've got members less.
members less.
Yeah.
Or,
So what's happening? Why are we still mates? Why? I mean,
'Cause
what's the
it's
secret?
genuine. Because it's
Yeah, I
genuine.
think
It's
just-
not, it's
we
not a
never,
job.
we put ourselves together back in the day. Do you know what I mean? So we all knew each other.
Yeah.
So for us, we all know each other's strengths, weaknesses, and stuff like that. So I think that the most important thing, we got respect for each other. And when we did call it a day, we did support each other on various different individual projects. So we've been like a family, and 15 years to be is a long time.
So I remember when he was doing I remember when Anthony was doing Blood Brothers, and about 11 of us turned up.
I remember that, yeah.
As a surprise, he didn't know we were there. And then until after the show, he was like, what, you came? I was like, yeah, of course, man.
It's amazing.
amazing.
You was amazing.
It was amazing.
Has there ever been a chat, like, to be honest, where somebody said, I'm done now with this now, I fancy doing something else, I want to do some acting, whatever, do some TV stuff.
We did that kind of first time around.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
when we took the break, we were like, boys, we need a bit of a break. We're done for this for a minute, and we
Yeah.
said, can we just get 6 weeks off? And 6 weeks turned into like 6 years off. So
I do think it is a hard. Sometimes it can be quite difficult. Being in this industry sometimes because it's quite intrusive.
Yeah.
But you don't go around moaning about it. You just get on with it. But it's not a normal existence by any stretch of the imagination. You do have to adapt to a kind of weird lifestyle in a way.
It's not normal.
No, not normal. No.
So when you're not together as a band doing the tour, whatever, what's the longest gap between not say texting or talking on the phone to each other?
we do,
Couple days.
well,
Okay, so
yeah, maybe.
About a week or two, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sometimes if we know we've got loads of stuff coming up, I just give them a wide berth. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I can do without you for a little bit. So I can tolerate you on the
I know
road.
I'm going to be in there for the next 3 months, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just going
Yeah, I've just got to
to chill for a bit.
I mean, how do you get individual projects? Does that upset the rest of you, or do you get told at the same time what you're doing, that kind of stuff?
No, we support each other 100%, and there's nothing in the band where if someone got something, everyone would be looking at it going, you know, it's like we push each other forward.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, we was recording the album while he was rehearsing, so
You just have to make things work.
exactly. So unselfishly with us, we went, you got to do it, mate.
Yeah.
So
Wasn't this dude great at dancing? I mean, where the hell did that come from?
I don't know.
Amazing.
He
All
done
came
well,
from
man.
her.
Amazing.
Obviously.
Oh, no, what? It can't all have been her.
Okay.
Your 2 feet were there as well.
Yeah, but it's all there. It's all there.
And I mean, to have that skill now must make
But you got to remember, like, she's got to teach me a routine in 4 days. I've got basically 3 days. To
Yeah,
learn.
but dude, you learnt it. Don't do yourself down. You learnt this stuff. You know, this is good.
What I'm saying, for me to have a good teacher,
Yeah.
that teacher has to get that out. There were times when you wasn't there, man. There were times when I was looking at it, I'm going, there's no effing way I'm doing that. How the hell do you expect me?
At any point,
And then she
did
was
you
like,
dance with one of these dudes practicing? Did you?
Yeah.
At any point, we saying, Anthony, help me out. Come on, let's do a quick jitterbug around the studio. Come on. Hang on, it's gone very quiet. What happened? We went to a whole new place. Let's not go there. We said we'd never talk about it. 'Cause I'm now sure that, I mean, I'll take that. Will they get down to just Gary Barlow and still be called Take That? I mean, it's like, how many can leave before you change the name?
It's a shame, man. It's a
You know,
shame.
what? I mean, I don't get that.
It'll be called On The Take.
Well, yeah. He'll be Gary Barlow's solo career, but he'll have 2 careers as Take That, one as Gary Barlow. It's bizarre.
Oh, I don't know. I feel, I think they're a great
so
band,
good,
and they've done so well. But you know, they were bigger than when they first started. You know, like, you know, everyone loves Take That from back in the day. I remember my mate's girlfriend crying about it when they broke up when I was a kid.
That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Do you think people cried when we broke up?
Probably not.
Mate, listen, I've seen people, almost tens of people, crying, waiting for you here today, and also at previous parties in the parks as well. You know what I'm telling you? Yeah, the fan base is still there.
Were they crying when they heard the music?
Also. Okay, so we're back now with the album called Colours,
Yes.
which is out in March. That's why you're here today.
March the 9th, yeah. It comes out.
The big difference now is that you're in control of all the songs, the writing, the whole thing. Is it all you?
We just have a clear vision of what we want to do, and it, you know, back in the day it was a bit different because if we didn't like something, the record label would sometimes be like, "No, you're doing it, and that's it."
Still, yeah.
And that was the difference. And now it's like if we don't want to do something, we just won't. And it's not an arrogant thing. It's just because I think we've earned our stripes and we know what we want as a band.
It works, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Who's the first one to say no? I'm not doing it. Who's that? Is that? I'm guessing it's the right time of day to approach you all about doing stuff.
No, we will talk about it collectively,
Okay,
and then one of us will voice it.
Yeah. Who is the spokesperson?
Depends who you're talking to,
Okay.
and who you need to get it across to. You know, so it's about personality.
It's funny, management are very clever with us. They know how to work us out, so they'll go to one of us for a specific thing.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they're workers.
They'll work us in a
We
certain
don't even
way.
know they're doing
So
it.
Lee, you're
No, we
touring
don't.
next year. Okay. Duncan Lee says you're touring next year.
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
smash his face in. Brilliant.
No, but the thing is, if they
But that works.
no, because if they tell me, I normally forget, so they won't.
So we told Lee everything.
They don't tell me anything.
But
'cause
you
they know it
agreed,
goes
Lee,
in.
last week. You said it was
We
fine.
told
Yeah,
you
that
last
happens a
week.
lot.
Oh, yeah.
They go, "Don't you remember?" And I go, "Did I?"
It never happened.
Didn't I do that a lot. And I go,
amount of hassle from this.
literally, I'll nod, but I'll be in like la la.
The one we get with Lee, bless him, is we sent you the emails in your email. I didn't get it. Yeah, because you didn't answer the email. You didn't respond. What?
Sometimes I don't get my. It's like where your socks go. You know, in the wash.
I
Sometimes.
hate that.
Yeah.
You put 2 pairs in and only get one out.
That's what
One
happens
comes
with
out,
my emails. They get lost. They get lost. They're in the where
So
the washing
we've
machine
made
is, like-
millions comparing this to a basket of washing.
Where does the
Same
actual
page
washing
where the
machine
email
eats
goes,
them?
mate.
Does it
Yeah.
eat a sock? Because
Yeah.
I always do that.
Cyberspace. That's where
One
cyber
day
socks go.
you'll
Where
find
do
them
your
all
socks
together.
go?
It'll be a great day.
Emails and socks.
That and some loose change.
Emails and
Still
socks.
like
Having a
it.
little waltz.
That should be the name of the next album. Emails and socks.
There you go. Make a note. Okay, so records out, and we're touring again soon as well. I'm seeing that all over Twitter.
Yes,
It's going
March
nuts for that.
21st we start. Yeah, we're down south and then we'll go up all the way up to the UK, mate. Glasgow, Manchester.
Happy days, man.
Yeah, man.
Can't
It's
wait.
exciting.
I'm really looking forward to getting on this.
Start next week.
But thanks for playing the single. Do you like it?
We like the song. Of course we do.
Thank you.
The thing is, though, right? Maybe it's my age now, but I like the old stuff still as well.
Yeah.
That's right. You can
So
listen
it's
to
like-
both.
This
You know
has
what I
got
mean?
like a
Like,
bit of a similar feel to some of the old stuff.
Yeah,
we
you
like.
can't be a bit of flyby, can you?
Yeah.
You
But
still
I
can't.
mean, the thing is, though, it's a good transition of where we've gone because it's got that kind of Sam Cooke, Benny King, you know, Temptations. There's a lot, you know, there's a lot of old sounding music on the album, as well as a few covers. But you know, back in the day, we definitely had, you know, some really old classic soul tracks that we did as well, which were on the old albums. So we've kind of emulated that from into this new album. You know, it's kind of cool.
Don't the kids just tire you out though? I mean, I'm a dad of two. It's like you go to work for rest sometimes, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't do a stage show. You know, I'll be in the corner wheezing somewhere for a little bit. It's hard, isn't it? It's really hard.
Yeah, my little boy, he's full on, and he always. Do you know what's funny with him? He goes, Dad, I'm on 5% battery. Because he don't want to walk, and then he sees the park and he's like a whippet. He's like, I'm like, where's your 5% battery? And he's like, as he's running off, he's like, I'm on 100%.
Do they get what you do? Do they understand your job? And cause I guess they've always had it in their life, you know.
Yeah, well, my daughter's 18, so she's a big, well, she's an adult now, so. Yeah. But yeah, she was there. You know.
Yeah, I saw your daughter in Birmingham. She come to see the show.
Yeah, no, she said it was amazing.
Yeah, she loved it.
Amazing.
It was like I was walking down the street in Birmingham. And I literally just walked past his daughter and I was like, Alana! She's like, Duncan! He was like, it was really a cute moment. It was like, yeah.
My little boy, his friends come up to him in school and say, is your daddy on TV? He goes, yeah, my dad's a rock star.
Oh, brilliant. So he's glammed it up slightly. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
He's in Nickelback.
One day, yeah, exactly. One day he's going to find out I'm in a boy band and his illusions are going to be shattered. But for now, he's all good. It's all good. I'm going to leave him thinking I'm in, you know, the Foo Fighters or something. It's cool.
Did you watch Big Brother this time? We were talking about it.
I never watched it before I went in.
Did you? Did you watch your year? Did you watch it back?
I've never watched Big Brother, not once, and if I did, I probably wouldn't have done it.
Perhaps wise. Who won your year? Because it was what? It's
not me.
Years ago, wasn't it? Damn.
Last year,
but this is the thing, people.
Jim Davidson won your year.
Was it Jim? Oh, it was 2 years
ago.
But
people remember you, but they don't
I know,
remember
it's true, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true.
It's like, I suppose it's like when JLS didn't win X Factor, they did really well.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, you know, I know it was a controversial, but I don't think it was as controversial as the year this has just gone. They were nasty. There was, and you know, a couple of girls fighting over me. Sorry about that.
He had to mention that, didn't he? He had to mention that.
It's not like they were munters either. They were fit.
Decent girls fighting over me.
I know, it's terrible. I hate my life.
It must have been an awful 4 weeks. I'm guessing you in there. Do you have days where nothing happens?
Yeah, boring.
Yeah.
Like an hour seems like a day. And then what they did was they stuck me in this room with that journalist, and she just twiddled her hair for all day. And when I was talking to her, she got nervous, so she just went like this with her hair. And I know you can't see that on the radio. Sorry, what I'm doing.
It's not working.
But, but she was like sitting there like this. So I just like put me in a room, and because I'm angsty, there was nothing in there, so I just sat there doing these beats, like that, just trying to get something going on because it was driving me insane.
That would drive me insane.
I would drive.
What was she called? Liz Jones. That was it.
Oh, sorry.
That's her now. Hi, Liz.
I don't know who that is.
It's been 2 years.
Mum, I'll call you back. Bye.
If that's really his mum, I'll be amazed. Was it? Listen, you've been great company.
Thank you.
Thank God you've not changed. You know,
it's all good.
I know you're tired. Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, man.
Good luck. And single album all out soon.
Yes.
Happy days. And let's just keep on doing this.
That's
It's
it.
working.
Yeah.
This thing's working.
We're here. We're back.
Let's celebrate that. Cheers,
Blue.
Hey!
Come see us on tour.